Howdy, Immortallium here, and we're back for part 3 of our Let's Play of Long Live the Queen. Joining me this week, after a little break from this game, is Jordan Bradford, or was it Jordan the You-Kage Bradford, is it?
Yeah, I had to change my name because it was getting kind of tedious with either people having my name or like people using Naruto Gypsy, which was like my old channel name. So I thought freshen up a bit. But yeah, I'm back this week.
That's a good thing to do. Okay, so you remember where we were last time, right?
My memory is kind of hazy, but I remember I got her killed a lot through chocolate.
Yes, the damn chocolate. What we're stuck on right now is your man keeps challenging us to a duel because of the fact we killed his mother because, you know, a civil war began.
Yeah.
So we'll pop into week 5 is no, actually no, that's the alternate. Sorry, I need to go back. Yeah. So do you want week 32 or week 29? Do you think?
Let's go from week 29, just back a little bit.
Okay. Let's see, she's yielding, which gives her bonus to royal demeanor, history, and faith, and a penalty to weapons and lumen, which is bad because we need to actually build those stuff up.
Yeah.
What was it? I remember last time. What was it? We were gonna use some magic on him, you know, like to blow him up, but unfortunately our wield magic isn't high enough. Do you think we should go with that, or do you think we should try to build up our athletics and weapons?
Yeah, I remember now because he overpowered us, didn't he? We
Yeah,
threw magic at him and it just scratched him.
Yeah. It's just kind of like these buzzing saws kind of thing.
Well, they're all almost at 50, so. But then there's the penalty, yeah. Shit. So it'd be stupid to put it on that, I guess.
Yeah. If we're going to be working
athletics
on the weapons and athletics, at least we can work on athletics a bit.
Yeah.
Think we should do that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Just before that, though, let's just see our mood, because we definitely want to become less yielding. We might be able to make her become angry.
Right.
Which is something. Anyway, athletics. So let's see. Running and climbing seems to be what we need to work up. You steadily increase the proportion of time you spend jogging, with shorter breaks of walking to recharge your energy. You practice jogging solidly for longer stretches of time and learn how much food and water you need before and after in order to keep your body going.
That's at level 40. That's like kind of common sense, really.
Yeah. You clamber up and down trees, able to fetch fruit or get a better view. You practice climbing up and over a wall with the aid of a well-anchored rope, leaning into the wall as you push in with the balls of your feet. And we've unlocked a new outfit. We'll need to take a look at it afterwards. Oh yeah, we're still dealing with the rebels at this point. Okay. The negotiator for the rebels has arrived to speak with you. Surrender now, and I will be lenient. We are not here for our surrender. We are here for yours. Relinquish the authority of the throne, and you will not be harmed.
Mm-hmm.
Not just Aris, which is the one that, you know, the mother of Yan, and her family will rule Nova as regents. You will be allowed to maintain a figurehead title. Many lives will be spared, and your domain will continue to the future in safer, wiser hands. I've never actually surrendered before. I'm kind of like, we're not going to do that now, but I'm always kind of wondering what would happen if you did surrender. Anyway.
Probably kill you.
Oh, actually, I remember this. I am the queen!
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah,
Angry.
a battlefield occurs, so. Now, if we become more willful, we might be able to become angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're angry. No mistaking that. And yes, we're able to build up our weapons now, which is what we want. So,
okay, you want to do? I mean, should we do weapons or should we do magic?
well,
because the
we
magic's
have
a
to
plus
benefit
1.
to the weapons, we should probably try that.
Right. Okay.
Let's just check the outfit first, though. Oh, okay. Nothing particularly elaborate.
It's like the 118 costume. just without the mustache.
Yeah. I think this might be a good costume to wear though for the moment, just because since it's dealing with all like athletics added together, that's like a
Yeah.
plus 30 to athletics. So that might be a good idea. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's go with that.
Okay, so we can max out swords pretty much at this point, and archer if you want. So swords is a definite, I know that. What do you think? Should we max out the archery, or should we put it to something else?
Pole arms maybe.
Pole arms, okay.
Because I haven't seen it come into play yet, so I'm kind of curious when.
Actually, pole arms, we can actually choose pole arms to fight your man with, and he's actually less skilled with a pole arm than a sword.
Oh.
So we would actually have more of a chance beating him with a pole arm.
Right. Okay.
We can try it anyway.
Well, okay, right. Don't put any on swords then, and just put it solely on pole arms.
Oh, okay. You practice special techniques with a staff, such as twirling it or using it to vault. You practice basic techniques with a long spear, controlling your thrusts to penetrate specific targets. You practice basic swings with a halberd, building up your arm strength while learning to control the movement.
Wow, a halberd. Jesus.
Yeah. You practice sparring with a wooden halberd versus a wooden sword, learning the dangers of overextending or allowing your opponent in too close. You practice with unusual weapons such as the spike staff, the sword staff, and the volge. And we have nothing more to learn about pole arms.
Awesome.
So this is where the war is happening. We are required to take personal control. We fail our magic because we've actually moved into the athletics outfit.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, it's still a victory for our side. And we execute a race, which, actually we kind of regret now. We failed both of those, but that's fine. Was it 1.5 battalions on our side and 1 3/4 battalions on their side? And they're once more your loyal subjects.
Well, loyal.
Yeah. So, do we want to become more angry or
Willful, I think.
more willful? Okay, cool. Fine if we become more lonely, right? As well as more willful.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay. Okay. So I just thought of something.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we keep going at this rate, we might fail to the chocolates.
Wait, what?
This is before the chocolates, remember?
Oh, no.
I know. What was it? Last time we used court manners, wasn't it, to avoid the chocolates?
No. She sensed a bad omen and she would eat them later. And that was from divination.
Should we work on divination then?
Yeah. Just put both of them on divination. And just
Okay,
hope
I'm not sure if that'll be enough of I. You learn that the gods cannot be forced to divulge information about the future and that the most powerful omens are those which arrive unexpectedly. Dropping your favorite plate is bad luck. A statue spontaneously shattering is a bad omen, I would assume. Things have been so unsettled lately. Everyone's on edge. We need something cheerful. You could hold a tournament. What a good idea! Knights, jousting, musicians, all sorts of competitions. Everyone loves a contest. What will you offer as prizes to the winners? Employment seems to be what we're going with constantly, right?
Yeah.
The winners will have the option of taking up royal appointments. It's a recruitment drive. Very well. I will draft the announcements. Leave him to his work. As you move through the hall, your eye falls upon a vase of flowers, pretty but apparently not getting enough water. The leaves on one blossom has shriveled. And we fail our divination.
Oh, we're gonna die.
Probably. So when on hall duties, being lazy, those flowers should be replaced. You continue up the stairs to your room where a maid is waiting for you. My lady, a gift has arrived from Kaigal. From the Duke? No, my lady. A merchant house, I believe. It was sent with a shipment down the Kavala River. You tear open the brightly coloured paper to find... Chocolates! Oh, the chocolates. Okay, we failed production and trade. There is a little card with the box with our compliments, the House of Crayolat. Yeah, and we popped the chocolates into our mouth.
And
Delicious.
died.
Suddenly you feel very cold, the world seems darker, colours less bright. We partially succeed with the poison, which doesn't really add up to much, and then again we have our fat-bellied little dead princess.
No.
God damn it. Okay. I
Well,
forgot
my
about the
memory's been jogged.
Sorry?
I said my memory's been jogged now, so, I
Yeah.
kind of remember what's going on.
Should we work on 29 again?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we actually have a bonus to faith, actually, for yielding, which might be
Right.
good. I don't know how much divination we need, though.
We passed divination before.
Yeah, but how much did we have? It was like 80 or something, but I doubt that we need like full 80 points to pass that.
Yeah. You could always put both on faith at the moment, and then get pole arms up next.
Yeah, but we also need to work on athletics.
How much athletics do we need?
I don't know. We need enough that apparently that we're not tired out after the tournament.
We could always just not partake in the tournament.
Yeah, that's true. And actually, if we don't partake, he won't show up for some reason.
Oh.
I'm not entirely sure why. Well, he killed me in that social play last week,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh God damn it!" And then I remembered, "Oh yeah, if I don't partake, he won't show up."
Right.
You want to do that?
I feel like that's kind of cheating, in a way.
It kind of is. It left a bit of a dirty mouth. Well, a dirty mouth. What am I saying? A dirty feeling in my mouth, I guess.
Yeah.
A foul feeling, I guess. So I don't know. Of course, I would prioritize taking on your man who appears afterwards, which you don't know about yet. So, and at this point, I'm kind of wondering as well what we're going to do. We're going to definitely need to be more stronger in lumen, athletics, and weapons for your man, I'd say.
Right. Okay.
So we could just try working on that. But we also need to work on our divination then, since we're going to die without it.
How many? Do you know roughly like how much court manners would need? Because
I'm not
court
too
manners
sure.
was one of the things we failed.
Yeah, it was. We could try working on court manners. I think we tried that before, didn't we, though, and we failed. I might be wrong.
In fact, actually, yeah, I think we did. Shit.
Divination?
Well, I mean, we need to get divination up.
Okay, let's try that then. So what I recommend is meditation and lore first, and then we'll get like a big bonus to divination afterwards.
Oh, right, okay, cool.
You close your eyes and relax every muscle of your body in turn, letting that feeling travel down through you from your head to your fingertips and toes. You take slow, deep breaths, letting that air move through your body, feeling it give you life and energy. The kings and queens of Nova have all been lumens for centuries, but in modern times magic is only used for ceremonial occasions and the direst of emergencies. Long, long ago, the continent of Borealis was ruled over by a single witch king until a rival line of lumens challenged for the crown. The resulting war went on for 100 years with powerful spells that damaged the land so badly that even now no plants will grow.
But they used
And
magic,
here's our
so.
negotiator, which will lead to my favorite line ever at this point. Oh, wait, what?
I'm the queen.
Must be a bug, actually. I've noticed that several times. It just kind of goes back to the beginning of the conversation. I am the queen! At this point, anyone who wants to make like a rap version of me saying I am the queen probably has enough material at this point.
Yeah, rap or like an EDM track, all's accepted.
Yeah. So, let's see. If we stay yielding, we'll keep that benefit to the what's it called? The faith.
Yeah.
Think we should do that?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so. And now we'll do Divination, divination. There we go. Yeah, I've already read this. Except for this. You read about well-known signs of bad fortune. Wells turning sour, dry lightning, strange fish caught in nets, malformed babies being born, and so on. And I've unlocked a new outfit.
Well-known signs of bad fortune.
For the divination thing.
Right.
And the war rages, etc., etc. The magic is partial success this time because we still have the magical girl outfit, victory, etc., etc. One and almost a half battalions on our side, and 1 3/4 among the rebels, and so and so. There we go. At this point, I'm just trying to recall.
Angry.
Yeah, do we want to become angry? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because then we'd. I mean, I don't know how much more divination we need, but we need pole arms as well if we're going to fight a guy.
Benefit to the divination. And I guess if we put on the priestess outfit and do 1 more divination, we should probably be safe. Probably.
Right.
I can't guarantee it, but you never know.
Well, one more divination and like, what do you think? 1 on pole arms, maybe.
If we do climbing, we'll unlock the outfit. And actually, I just noticed, I think we've gotten a comment. Oh yes, Arctic Banana's here.
Oh, cool. Hello.
That outfit, made it in time again, kinda, lol. Yeah. Great to see you, Arctic Banana. I enjoyed your company last time very well. So, anyway. Yeah, divination's definitely one we want to boost up.
Yes.
And as you said, we can go with either pole arms or climbing. It doesn't really matter, I guess. I guess the reason I want to do climbing now, you see, is we'll have the costume to wear next week, whereas if we do that next week, we won't be able to equip the costume.
Right, okay. Yeah, I see your point. Go with that.
Okay.
I mean, you shouldn't listen to me at all, because I get her killed every week. Every week we do this, she dies like 10 times.
Yeah, but
so...
as I said, and the intention is to kind of bring you up to the last guy, who's like really difficult. And if we fail to go up against him, then we'll kind of start back a bit again. But this time, maybe I'll be more interactive, with the actual skills increasing.
Okay.
Let's see. You've got signs that presage famous disasters, such as the seas running red before the doom shadow fell upon Nova 200 years ago. You read about King Latimir and how he knew he was destined for greatness when he saw the shape of a crown in a spider's web. You clamber up and down, yeah, and you practice, yeah. We've unlocked a new outfit, yes.
Sweet.
And if you haven't, let's just quickly inform Arctic. We've been through this again, like this part before, so I won't read out the dialogue. We're trying to get her to avoid poisoned chocolates at this point, so. I'm assuming employment again, as usual.
Yep.
We've been through this scene like many, many times at this point.
It's engraved. Like,
we failed the divination.
What? No. No.
I know, so she's gonna die again. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Fail, fail, fail. Ta-da.
Dead princess.
Yes, but she looks funny dying at least. Yeah. Oh, God. Chocolates.
Like, our ghost is still happy. It's like, well, I died doing what I loved.
Yes, because that's the most important thing. Okay, so we need to put everything into divination, apparently. And, sorry for that chronic denial showing up.
That's no problem.
Okay. So, okay. All faith this time. So we'll do what we did before with faith. I'll go a bit faster this time. Just because, we don't want to be too repetitive.
Yep.
Skip ahead. Da-da-da-da. I am the queen. Da-da-da-da. We'll still want to be yielding because we want to build up our faith.
Divination, yep.
Divination. Da-da-da-da. 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 Unlocked a new outfit. The war rages, etc., etc. All hell breaks loose. Um, I guess we go to angry now, do we? Or do we want to stay one more week yielding?
Yeah, I think we should, just so we can get divination up as much as we can.
Yeah, okay, we'll stay yielding then. Okay, so let me just see. Yeah, we'll put everything into divination, and we'll put on the new outfit as well, just so that we hopefully get past that.
Okay, no problem.
Yes, King Latimer. You read about animal omens, in particular the flights of birds. You learn about signs which sometimes appear in grounds or leaves at the bottom of a cup. You study the
There we
interpretation of dreams with warnings that dreams are easily forgotten, misremembered, or warped by thoughts and desires rather than true vision. And skip ahead. Employment. I'll go a bit slower here now because I really want to see if we can be past it. So now we have the option of not eating the candy, which we will take. And now we can become angry. The only problem, yeah, I guess, yeah, we won't build up athletics for the moment because we don't need that. I'm just trying to figure out, like, I'm not entirely sure if we're going to be able to get past that guy I mentioned before.
Well, I mean, do you know what we need to get past him?
There's many different ways you can deal with him. Last week I dealt with him very socially, which you commented on. That I was very social last week.
Can we kill him? Can we just?
Yeah, we have the option of killing him, but he's damn hard to kill.
Well, you are the queen. Well, we are the queen.
We are. We are the queen.
We are the queen. So I mean, is there not like an execution thing that we could just execute him? Get him out of the way. Or
you'll see. You'll see.
Impending doom.
So okay, if we want to try to kill him, what we need to try to work on is, I believe, reflexes and flexibility are important.
Yeah.
Lumen is important, like all aspects of it, sense, resist, and wield. Swords is important. And I think athletics might possibly be important, I'm not sure.
Right. So it's a matter of surviving chocolates. Then possibly not doing the tournament so that guy doesn't turn up.
Yeah.
And then just slapping it on Lumen, getting her all magicked up.
Yeah, that's probably what we're going to want to do. Willful gets her extra lumen, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We'll swap back into the lumen outfit. And we'll build up her lumen, I guess. What do you think?
Yeah.
Of course, if we're building up her lumen, we could just go double wield and maybe try to burn the crap out of your man.
Yeah, that sounds like that sounds like a great plan.
How often do you hear that? That it's a great plan to burn the crap out of your man.
Well,
okay, so one moment. I'm just going to save this in case we die again. Because
I just wanted to mention that Arctic Bananas commented a few times, so hello. Count Mecha's currently watching as well.
Oh yeah, Count Mecha, aren't you? I thought you were actually going to be in this game. So I thought I didn't think you'd just be viewing. That's fine.
He thinks the game looks nuts, and he's correct.
Yes, it is pretty nuts, all right.
Yeah, 14-year-old princess who keeps dying every week.
Yeah, pretty much by poison
Yadzi?
chocolates mostly and swords.
Yeah. And someone else from your
It does
Twitter.
look like a cleric's outfit. I guess it pretty much is a cleric's outfit that she was wearing. So yeah, thanks for the comments. I'm trying to recall. I did just save, didn't I? I did, didn't I? Yeah. So okay. So we'll build up our wield magic. By concentrating, you can create a wave of discontent which panics or enrages animals in the area. And you learn to create a blade of solid light, which you can wield like a sword to slice through flesh and stone alike. You learn to direct a beam of searing light through the end of a staff, burning whatever you point at. That sounds like what we need.
Yeah, definitely.
So we could have a general tournament. Nobles and commoners alike have turned out to compete against each other. Blah, blah, blah. And archery is what we want to do with, right? Because we're actually a very good archer.
I thought if we take part, then That guy's gonna come and fuck us up.
Yeah, but we have enough wheel magic now to probably burn him alive.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Let's do that.
So let's just try it. Partial success, you know how to aim and loose, but so do an enormous number of people in your domain. You were swiftly eliminated from competition, but with no reason to be embarrassed about it.
Well, that's it. Win-win, really.
And here comes your man, Kavan, the Earl of You.
It's
In one hand he carries an armoured gauntlet, in the other a sword. My family's blood is on your hands. Aris, the ringleader of the rebellion, she was his mother. He casts the metal glove to the ground with a clatter and raises his sword, pointing it at you. I challenge you, LOD, a life for a life. He's challenging you to a duel? Doesn't he know you could burn him to a crisp just by waving your hand? I will try him. Without a further word, you direct the full force of your magical wrath at the Earl of Io. And we succeed. There is a horrible scream and the smell of burning flesh.
Holy shit, what have we done?
I decline.
Oh man, that's like one of the greatest one-liners for a 14-year-old like witch ever.
Yeah, it is. Oh good.
And she's smiling as well, like
yeah, she's getting more cruel. Kavan's sword falls to the ground beside his gauntlet. He won't be needing it either anymore. After the tournament, a minor tragedy is revealed. One of the stewards apparently had an incredibly sweet tooth and dared to steal a piece of your recently received chocolates. He had a sweet tooth. The chocolates were poisoned. When he asked questions, it turned out that the merchant house which supposedly sent you this present never existed. Someone has tried to kill you, but you don't know who. Okay. So if we're going to want to become as willful as we can, but while that, we want to become angry as well. I don't know if there's any way to build up anger and willful at the same time.
Well, we can kind of keep angry where it is, because it is really high. So.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, we'll actually become angry if we become less yielding.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't actually process that.
That's fine.
So now we're angry. Just looking at this now, I really do feel uncomfortable with. Okay, we're gonna want to build up our sense magic and our resist magic.
Right. Okay.
So we should do that.
Yeah.
For anyone who's seen that alternate last week, we're about to be going up against your man, the guy I hate so much. So that's why I'm getting a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. You close your eyes and call out when you detect your mentor casting a sound spell beside you. You learn to detect ongoing enchantments, such as blessed weapons that can do magical damage. You learn to consciously project a magical shield around your body, blocking intrusion, a powerful technique, but you can't keep it up for long. You gain increased resistance against heat and cold, becoming comfortable in different weather and environments, able to sip hot soup without burning your tongue. Yes,
and that took her 50 levels to do that. I just blow on the soup before I put it in my mouth.
Yes, that would be the logical way. My lady, your father wishes to speak with you. He says it's urgent. Fine, I'm coming. You find your father standing over a map of the coastline, his face grave. Ships have been sighted on approach from Sanjia. Not trade ships, this is a war fleet.
Oh, great.
Within a week there will be in Novan waters. Within 2 they could reach the capital. Then we will fight to defend ourselves. You can try to use the treasury funds to hire additional soldiers, but it may be difficult on short notice. You can try... Oh, wait, yes, that's the same. So, yeah, recruit soldiers?
No, I mean, do you think it would help? Well, obviously it'll help, but can we?
Well, I mean, I know what's going to happen, whether or not we get the soldiers.
So, is it worth spending money?
Probably not, actually.
Well,
but it might look bad to not recruit any soldiers considering we're getting invaded.
Well, she can burn people to a crisp. I don't think our people are going to be too worried about it.
Okay then, so don't.
Yeah.
No, it's too late for that. What about Talais? Can we call on any troops from Sedna? Send a message, but even if he agrees, it will take time for his soldiers to mobilize. Oh yeah, we're engaged to Yaman. I forgot about that. That's going to give us another option, but one that we won't want to take up. Anyway, you will need to draw up a naval strategy for our ships to carry out. You could choose to act as admiral and lead the fleet in person, but the danger to you would be very great.
I don't think
Unless
I'd
you
be able
think
to
your
practice
personal
that.
skills will make the difference, I would strongly advise against it. And I will strongly advise against it as well.
Yeah, I don't think she can't talk in public really well.
That
So
and we have nothing in naval strategy basically. So
right, okay,
stay in the capital, I'd recommend.
yeah.
No, there's too much to do here. I can't go to sea. Okay, so let me see. We'll keep trying to become more willful, I guess. Even though it's pretty much too late at this.
Don't say that. It's never too late.
I'm fairly sure. So we can work on our weapons or our lumen powers.
Lumen. Has to be Lumen.
Lumen, okay. So sense magic and music, I'm assuming, because they're the lower ones.
Well, I mean, is it 1 week till that guy comes? Like, is this our last?
We'll have next week as well before your man shows up.
Right. Oh, right. Okay, I see what you're doing. So then next week when we put up wheeled magic, it'll be like a big boost, I'm guessing.
Yeah. And actually, since this is week 35, I'll save here actually as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, I'll save over this one because we don't need it anymore. LP17. There we go. Okay. So since magic resists magic.
Yeah.
You learn to tell the difference between different kinds of magical signatures so that you can tell roughly what a spell you detect is meant to achieve. You expand your magical perceptions to give you some idea of where a detected spell was cast from and how long ago. You learn how to quickly flare magical shields around you to deflect an incoming attack. This uses much less energy than a constant shield, but it requires good timing to be effective. You learn how to maintain a low-level deflection field so that magical attacks not directly target at you will slide harmlessly aside. This doesn't need much power, so you can keep it up for long periods of time.
That sounds good.
Danger on the high seas. Ships close in on each other, angling into range. The Sanjian forces greatly outnumber the Novans. This is unlikely to end well. If only you had more soldiers available. The eventual outcome is not in your favor. The Novan ships are sunk or scattered as the Sanjian forces press towards landfall. Many good soldiers were lost today, and Nova's troubles have not ended. Since you failed to repel the invasion, the Sanjian fleet will soon land, and their troops will begin to progress towards your capital city.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Well, it's almost impossible to actually win that naval battle, just to tell you. It is possible, but it's almost impossible.
What? Something's gone on with the video call. So.
I was just gonna look up. I'm just looking up the comments. We've got 3 new comments. The Yazzie says, honestly, I know nothing about the game, so my suggestion would not be useful. Well, at least thank you for saying that. Arctic Banana, such a horrible queen, lol. Yes. Count Mecha, tried to look for the link to get in on the event page, but I couldn't figure it out. Edit, actually, I think I figured it out. Get in.
I think he has as well, yep.
Oh, he's up.
Hello. Yes, I'm here.
Hey, Count Mecha.
What's up?
So everyone, Count Mecha has just joined us. Before we continue on, with this tragic music in the background, have you seen the previous Let's Plays, Count Mecha?
I have not.
Okay, so you're not overly familiar with the game then?
Not really.
Okay, well, we'll still appreciate your, assistance. And it's actually been a long time since I've seen it. I'm sorry for getting off the topic of this Let's Play, but you haven't actually uploaded any videos for a good while now. I'm just kind of wondering.
Yeah, I know. I've been really busy lately.
All right, that's fine. It just, I really enjoyed your reviews, and actually, I'll just mention it here because I'm going to do a manga haul, very soon. But I actually got Pink and Helter Skelter, so.
Oh, nice. I'm kind of wondering if I should do a video with 3 months worth of stuff, because I just haven't done it for that long.
Yeah. Okay, so let's continue on to the game anyway at this point.
Sorry, just quickly, one thing to mention, Immortallium, is that the video call's doing the same thing again, where it plays audio, it changes from the screen, if you know what I mean.
Is it doing that?
Yeah.
But it is,
I think it's because he's
like
joined.
me. I have you. I have this screen set up.
Right.
Is it changing when you speak?
Yeah, not when I speak. Sorry, it says when audio comes through Count Mecha's mic. It'll be because he's joined in midway through. That Google Plus is being an idiot again.
Okay, just one moment. There we go. Your mug just flashed up on the screen. I'm sure you don't mind that. Okay, so everything should be fine at this point. Anyway, so yeah, your remaining soldiers will hold them off as long as possible, of course, but the main strength of your military has been exhausted. Nova's future looks bleak. Sure does. I don't know what to do at this point.
Well, we need to keep her alive, hopefully. So
Hopefully. Even if we become more willful, that's not going to change anything. We're probably still going to be angry. But we can try for it. Do you think we should?
yeah, well,
And
magic up.
just before, I know, Count, that you're not too familiar with this game overall, but considering the fact that in all likelihood we're going to die anyway, we'll kind of, educate you on, how the game actually works, okay?
Okay.
Anyway, so let's work on our wheel magic then. Yeah, we can max out wheel magic. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that then. I'm just trying to recall. Do you think it'll maximize if just by itself, or like if I do one on it? Probably not. Probably not.
Well, how much is the boost? 2 point. Well.
2.10. That's plus the 2 a day. There's 5 days. So that would be 10 if it was normal. But we're adding on 2.10 for each one, so that's over double it. Yeah, we'll need 2 of them.
Right.
Okay. By concentrating, you can create a wave of discontent which panics, confuses, or enrages other people around you. You learn to shape light into images of things that are far away or things that don't exist at all. You learn to create a powerful explosion of light, burning those caught within and blinding others who look at it. You learn how to make great use of images to wield your other powers at a great distance.
Jesus.
Yes, now here comes my most hated character in the whole game. I hate this guy. Anyway, the invasion of Nova is proceeding. Your coastline is under Sanjin control. Soldiers have marched through villages, trampling fields, and frightening citizens. A diplomatic delegation from Sanja has requested access to the castle to discuss terms, most likely for your surrender. You lack the strength to hold off their armies, and surrendering now will save many lives. It would seem that you have no choice. Almost no choice. Yeah, I didn't get this option last week because I wasn't engaged to your man, but
Right.
We are getting a choice now. Your fiancé, Duke Dolorist of Sedna, has sent you a message. He does not personally command enough soldiers to turn the tide against this invasion, but his king in Talas is eager to discuss a formal alliance. If you flee the capital now, you should be able to evade the army and reach the Talasian border. Except the problem is, if we do that, the whole point of this game is to be crowned queen. If we flee, we're not going to become queen. So it's just a kind of a different way of losing, really. Which, I guess it's nice they give us a different way of losing, but it's not one that I want to follow.
I mean, she's got 100. She's got 100 wheeled magic. So if she can't kill this guy, I'll be disappointed in her severely.
So anyway, let's meet him. You prepare yourself as best as you can to meet with the representatives from Sanja. You expected diplomats and a military representative, a general or an admiral. You did not expect a handsome man decked in jewels who now stands before you, a man announced by your servants as Togami, king of Sanja. Yes, and we failed our foreign intelligence and our world history. Is he really their king? Why would a king come all the way here? Oh, and we succeed in our sense magic, and he's a lumen too.
Oh.
You didn't suspect that?
Well, no.
Okay. And here he is. As he's a brand new character, I'm going to show the question. As far as I can tell, he's the only character in the entire game where we can't figure out their age. It's just all question marks. He's the king of Sanja. Togami comes from a land across the ocean. You know nothing about his family. Now, the interesting thing is if we had succeeded in our foreign intelligence and our world history, we would actually know some vital pieces of information about him, but We don't, so... My dear young lady, how difficult this must be for you. So much responsibility at such a tender age. Continuing to the tradition of old creepy guys going on about our age.
We don't even know his age, and
He'd be 14.
well, maybe.
Don't pretend to be my friend while you're killing my people. Temper, temper, princess. After all, I'm here to save your people. War benefits no one, don't you think? Such a terrible waste. Better to settle things in a civilized manner. A contest, a game, so to speak, with Nova as the stakes. Should I win, then your domain will submit and accept me as overlord with no further resistance. Should I lose, then my army will leave your domain in peace and shed no more blood. What sort of game? Ooh, wait a second. It's doing that bug again where I think it keeps going back. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure exactly what's happening. It could be because I'm using a Mac mouse as well, which makes it very hard to actually control. It is well known that Nova is ruled by lumens. As it happens, I too possess the powers of a lumen. I propose a formal duel. My powers against yours. The winner takes control of Nova, the loser dies.
We must win.
Your game by your rules. For my life? That doesn't sound fair to me. The rules of formal dueling must have been passed down for centuries and must be upheld. It is important that we do this by the ancient codes. Why should I? If you refuse, then the war will continue. I'll sweeten the deal. If you meet me in a formal lumen challenge, I'll call off the invasion, even if I win. Really? I swear it by the gods. Nova will be free and safe. And of course, since, we'll die if we lose the duel, and the whole point of this game is to become queen, that doesn't benefit us at all. So, yes, very good for our people, but not for us. Why take that risk? You're winning the war. It's not your land that I want, it's your crystal. To gain your power, I am willing to wager my own. Shall we begin? I don't like this. We failed our sense magic, but what choice do I have? So we can try to refuse outright, which isn't a good idea, I'll just say. Or we can accept his terms.
Accept it, kick his ass.
We'll do our best. Then I must. Togami explains the rules of formal dueling to you, including a carefully inscribed circle of wards which will contain the effects of any powers you wield, protecting bystanders from danger. And then it is time to begin. Okay, so we succeed with our resist magic. You trade attacks, one spell sensed and countered by another, reserving your strength as much as possible. It might almost be exciting if your life weren't on the line. We succeed in our sense magic. You need to end this quickly before his experience allows him to come up with a trick you can't defeat. He's used to dealing with magical attacks, but he might not be expecting a physical one. Perhaps if you rushed him, you could take him off guard. Up close, he couldn't use his fancy spells. But what would you do then? You still have to use magic to win. You can't just grab him and bang his head against the floor. We succeed our wheel magic. Perhaps you could focus your power into the shape of a sword and attack him with that. Or maybe if you could distract him somehow, you could cast a spell that he couldn't block. So do we want to dazzle him or a magic sword?
Oh, shit. I forgot what level her sword skill was, and I'm guessing that'll come into play.
It's about 60s. I'm considering this is pretty much the end of the game. I don't think that 60s will actually do us much benefit.
What is the dazzle him? What do you think that'll like?
I can't remember actually. I remember when I won this game before I used Magic Sword. We can try to dazzle him. That's probably better than Magic Sword.
Right. Okay, we'll go with that, I guess.
We succeed in our wheel magic, but we fail our decoration for some reason.
What?
You throw out a dazzling shower of sparkles, hoping the blind man sees the advantage. It doesn't work. Swirls of dark smoke rise from the floor at your feet, spinning around you like a black hurricane. You know how you have to stop it, but how? It's all around you and there's nothing to target. Faster and faster it spins, making it hard to breathe, until finally everything goes dark.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
There she is, dead by magic. So, we've been killed by swords, chocolates, and magic now. Pleasant, right?
Oh shit.
Now, we can try maybe the swords again if you want. I still have this feeling that we're not going to win, but we can try.
But what does decoration have to do with magic? Like, arranging
I think it's a way that
comes
the
into play.
magic's arranged, you know? Like, it's like we send out as sparkles everywhere.
Yeah, but like, what? I mean, if the scenario played out where we had enough decoration and he looks off like, oh, sparkles.
Yeah,
Like,
you'll
is
just
that-
get distracted by, like, how pretty the lights are. Ugh. I don't know. We can try the swords, and I'm assuming we'll fail that, and then we'll probably have to work backwards a bit. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I mean, we don't really have much of a choice, I'm guessing.
Pretty much. We'll try it. So when we're angry, we can actually build up our weapons or swords. We'll want to build up because of the fact that, you know, it's important. Swords and, I guess, wheel magic. What do you think?
Yeah?
Okay. You begin to work with a metal blade, getting the feel for its weight and edge as well as learning how to care for it. You practice drawing your blade and striking at short notice from a variety of positions. You learn techniques for thrusting your blade through armor to disable or kill your opponent. And then, yeah, I've already read this out, so that's fine. And then, yes, we're going to lose this naval battle, etc., and so on and so on. There we go. And we're probably not going to be able to reach up willful. Not unless we can be willful and afraid, but even so, that probably wouldn't be enough.
What do we need to get up? Magic and swords. And magic needs
Magic and
willful.
swords, yes. Although we will actually need to build up a bit more after that, but
Shit.
whatever. Okay. I'll recommend we just go willful. That cool?
Yeah, I'll just be 2 minutes or so.
Oh, you're heading off just for a little bit, are you?
Yeah, just for 2 minutes, quickly. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
okay,
leave.
that's fine. Do you mind if I continue, or do you want us to stop?
Yeah, go ahead. So
Okay.
I'm gonna leave the life of Elodie, the 14-year-old witch princess person, in the hands of Count Mecha for now. So her blood's on your hands.
You haven't even played the
no.
game, Mecha, much. I'd say that Elodie's probably going to die even faster under you.
It's possible.
Okay, so I actually kind of assist here because even though I know how to play this game a lot, at this point I can't really do that much. So we can try maximizing our swords, but considering it's 96.2, that's probably as high as we can get it up, and we should probably work on sense magic and resist magic. So let's just do that.
All right.
Sense and resist. You learn to tell the difference between different kinds of magical signatures, so that you can. Yeah, I think I might have read this before. Yeah, I've read this before. And meet with the diplomats, and we'll skip ahead. We accept his terms. Then I must. Okay, so this happens. We resist the magic. Great. We sense the magic. Wonderful. Okay, so let's try. We wield our magic, and now we're going to use our magic sword. Motes of shimmering moonlight coalesce into a weapon in your hand. Okay, so our reflexes and swords actually succeeded. I'm quite surprised. Your first lunge, he dodges, rolling to the ground, but you recover quickly and strike again. In the confined space of the warded circle, there is nowhere for him to run. The final strike of your moonblade... Wait, what? We won? I'm shocked. I'm literally, absolutely shocked.
You just murdered that guy?
Yeah, but he's the toughest guy in the whole game. I mean, I'm amazed. I will just simply say that. I am utterly amazed. So, okay, let's continue. I wonder, since we've actually won, I think we should probably wait for Jordan to come back.
Okay.
But I'm just completely shocked. Shocked, I will say that. Again and again. So while that's happening, I'll just actually look up the comments, see what people are saying. Okay, the Yazzie says I might order pink sometime soon. So while you're on that, Count Mecha, you've actually read Pink. You'd recommend it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would. It's pretty good.
So and actually, I'll recommend to you the Yazzie. If you haven't seen Count Mecha's review of it, check it out. He gives a great opinion of it, and from what I remember, you don't give any spoilers, do you? So it's completely safe.
I try not to give any spoilers in reviews, so no.
Okay, so cool. So after that, Yazzie says he's probably in his 30s, and actually Jordan replied to him, going with the way the games have been, I'm guessing yes. Yeah, he did look like he's in his 30s. Not anymore, though, I'd say.
Probably. I'm back.
Jordan, we actually won against him.
What?
I know, I'm shocked too. Look, the final strike of your moonblade parts his head from his shoulders.
I'm calling hacks on this, Count Mecha.
So, yeah, let's continue on. You have won.
Have you ever made it this far?
We obviously celebrated a lot there, didn't we? You have won. After that...
I haven't won, but I know Immortallium's won twice, I think.
Yeah, but you guided most of this game, to be honest. So, like, this is pretty much you winning.
Oh.
Pretty much.
So, yeah, beyond this, there's not really much happening. I'd say we're pretty much safe at this point, I can say. So, I'm not too worried about the mood now. We can try becoming more willful, if you want.
Well, I mean, we don't really need much more magic. Like...
No, but I'm trying to remember what willful benefits as well.
Right.
I can't remember. I don't know what to do. Okay, let's just go with willful. Okay, so basically from here on out, it's mainly a social thing. You know, it's kind of her talking to people. So I guess we should benefit increase the conversation.
Yeah.
Since that's the only social area where we don't have a penalty. And shall we do that? Public speaking, court manners.
I'm game.
Okay. You take deep breaths and practice speaking loudly and clearly, projecting your voice to every corner of a room. As the person of highest rank within the domain, no one may sit at any formal event unless you give them permission, and no one must ever turn their back on you. If they do, you are intended to recognized insult. Once you defeated the king of Sanji in a duel, this invasion was meant to be over. In practice, it is not quite so easy to expel a foreign army from your lands, particularly when their leadership is falling apart. The remaining Sanjian generals seemed surprisingly eager to go home and left without a fuss, but a large number of soldiers have broken ranks and run amok, looting and pillaging their way through Nova just for fun. A number of royal holdings have been damaged and valuables stolen. Not only do you lose them, but you will have to pay for repairs. Which actually, then, Jordan, that's a good idea, then, that we didn't actually spend money on those soldiers, considering they're useless. Luckily, the Duke of Sedna has finally sent in some reinforcements to your aid. The patrols are small in number, but much fresher than your own troops, and the mere sight of them is enough to strike fear into the hearts of the renegades. So our fiancé actually did something impressive. I'm just going to kind of guide this from here, just because, as I said, there isn't really that much happening.
Her 20-something-year-old fiancé, might I remind all the viewers.
Isn't he, like, in his 30s, though?
Was he?
I think he was. Anyway, you memorize lists and sonnets, then recite them for your teacher and any castle staff she can round up to serve as an audience. You study rules for formal dining, including the proper utensils for different dishes. As the queen, no one will comment on your mistakes, but they will notice them. Time has slipped by you so quickly. Only 2 weeks remain before your birthday celebration and your official coronation as queen. Have you done enough to build a stable Nova? It is traditional for the palace to provide entertainment and refreshment for the common people when a new monarch is crowned. It is a rare opportunity for the poor of the land to dine like nobles. The size and scope of any such feast depends on what expense the royal treasury is willing to bear. I'm not sure how much money we have.
Not a
So,
lot.
do you want an extravagant feast, a respectable feast, a small feast, or no celebration?
Shit. Well, what are we talking here? Is it like from a scale of like Nando's to McDonald's kind of feast? Is that the prices we're talking about here?
I think last week I did extravagant feast, and extravagant feast, it was like, like really deluxe food,
So like Nando's.
What?
So like Nando's.
What
The,
are Nando's?
What? It's like, I guess it's like a chicken restaurant.
It's a bit bigger than a chicken restaurant, let's say. We'll just do it for the crack then, okay? Sorry, that's an Irish term, actually. That's the Irish word for fun. I'm sorry. Anyway,
Okay, cool.
an extravagant feast. Roasted meats, cakes, chocolate, wine, enough for everyone. And I can give out commemorative cups and coins. So that's how that works. She's willful. We'll increase our flattery, just because we can. At this point, as I said, we're kind of winding down. You learn that it is always better to compliment people for their personality and their choices than their physical attributes. Something we should all take to heart, viewers. You've unlocked a new outfit. Visual elements are best to flatter on first meeting. They are expected to be noticed right away. If you spend more time with someone, suddenly complimenting their attire will ring false. Small personal details help make the recipient of your flattery feel that you have truly noticed them, which is always better than a simple "how nice you look." The castle is buzzing with preparations for your upcoming coronation. Ministers press you for details, with details for your favorite colors and flowers and so on. You fail your decoration. You really can't see the point of wasting time worrying about decorations when there's so much else to worry about. Others are more interested in the subject of your marriage. It can't take place until you're of age, of course, and considering all the preparations and the need to recover from the coronation, not for much longer than that. Still, it doesn't stop people from buzzing around with full of ideas and suggestions. And so on. And then finally, I guess we'll do public speaking court manners. I don't think this really adds much, but we'll just do it for the sake.
The outfit, the new one?
I am an idiot. I should have worn that. Well, we're too late at this point. Your teacher asks you questions about made-up nonsense, pushing you to improvise answers smoothly and swiftly without having to worry about them being correct. You read collections of famous historical speeches and practice saying them in convincingly dramatic fashion. You study traditions of ballroom etiquette, how to politely accept or defer an offer, and how to avoid the impression of attachment to an individual. You memorize the correct title for every servant in the castle. Treating servants with respect ensures good service. At this time last year, you were celebrating your 14th birthday. You were in the school gardens surrounded by your friends. A teacher brought you teas and cakes, while a wealthy merchant's son wove a crown of flowers for your head. It didn't matter so much that you were a princess then. Your title was something for the future. Many of your peers would be duchesses or earls or the like someday, but not then. You were children. Your parents could not attend on the actual day, but they did send wonderful gifts, some for you and some for you to share. And a week later they came for a visit, and your mother took you with her through the countryside in a splendid carriage. It was the last time you would ever see her. You wonder if, wherever she is, she can see you now.
Wait,
You're a 15-year-old, a legal adult, keep that in mind. You worked and studied and suffered and prepared, and now the time has come. You kneel before the priestess, barely hearing her words, as she recites the blessings. She calls upon the gods to deliver peace, wisdom, and prosperity to you and through you to all of Nova. And then she calls upon you for your oath of rulership. Will you guide and govern and protect your people to the best of your ability according to law and custom? I will. Will you, to the best of your power, uphold the ideals of love, honor, and justice and mercy? I will. Lords and ladies assembled, I present to you your undoubted queen who has sworn you her loyalty. You who have come to give homage, will you do the same? One at a
Was
time.
it you who have come to give hummus? Like, was like, what? That's what I thought I read when it first came
Not quite that. Not quite that. That'd be a weird correlation, right? One at a time, the head of each duchy approaches your throne and kneels to swear his or her service to you and your heirs. People of Nova, I give you Elodie, daughter of Fidelia, your true sovereign. What say you all? Long live the Queen! Long live the Queen! Long live the Queen! Thank you. I will. Yes. And I just want to actually point this out. I love this bit. Based on decisions you've made in the game and everything, there's these epilogues that kind of explain what happened afterwards. The following year, Elodie and Talarist were married in a ceremony that threatened to rival her coronation for pomp and splendor. She was 16 then, and he was 32. Or 28 or something. I'm not sure. That's fine, though. If any of you have ever read Cardcaptor Sakura, Sakura's mother is 16 when she marries her husband. I'm not going to judge. Anyway, once his daughter was secure on her throne, Jocelyn returned to his birthplace to focus on his duties as Duke of Calors. He soon became engaged to Countess Siren. Siren was that one, do you remember? The one we tried to trip?
Yeah.
The subject of magic and lumens remained a slightly uncomfortable one for the citizens of Nova. Perfectly fine for the Queen, who had inherited it by divine right, but not something that other people should be aspiring towards. Look at all the terrible things that happened when that power fell into the wrong hands. As an openly acknowledged lumen, Juliana, Duchess of Ursel, was met with public suspicion whenever she journeyed outside of her duchy. At times, that suspicion was accompanied with thrown vegetables. It did not matter that Elodie supported her fully as a member of the noble court. That only led the commoners to whisper that Juliana was a bad influence on their queen. After the failed invasion, relations with Sanjia remained tense. First came the recriminations and demands from the Queen of Sanjia, devastated by the death of her husband, which Elodie ignored. Next came the subtler approaches, the quiet gratitude and offers for alliances from ministers who were thrilled to see Togami gone. Why would they be thrilled? Well, if you know about the foreign intelligence and world history, you'll realize why. Which I'm not going to force you guys to, have to, try this yourself. If you've seen my other Let's Play, the one I did last week, it actually shows what he was and what he is.
So he's a dick.
Elodie ignored those also, which was just as well, since the next thing to arrive was the preserved head of one of those treacherous ministers, sent by the Queen of Sanjia as a warning. There was no sign of war in the immediate future, but there was not likely to be alliance either. Elodie's interest in weapons and dueling led her to invite foreign masters from far and wide to visit Nova and share their secrets. That expertise would also improve the performance of the Royal Guard and provide security for the crown's heirs. And thus, Queen Elodie's legacy stretched into the future. And there we are.
We win?
Yeah, we actually won, which I'm amazed at. Count Mecha, you heard how shocked I was when we lopped off your man's head.
Oh yeah, I was there for that.
So it's a little early. So what I'm thinking is, because we've actually got someone else besides just Jordan and me here, shall we just try to kind of run this again? Jordan, from here on out, you're pretty much exempt from having to show up.
All right. Okay.
You won your first game, basically.
In four attempts.
A bit more than 4. Oh, actually, 3 tries. Yeah, 3. What was it? It took way longer than a normal game should, but
yeah,
you won anyway. Be proud. And I'm not sure if you'll be available each week, will you?
Next weekend I'm going to a convention, and I'm going to another convention the next weekend. So
maybe not. Okay, I'm just kind of wondering, should we call this quits early, or should we, is this really the end of our, Long Live the Queen Let's Play?
Well, I mean, what other games, similar do you have that are like Long Live the Queen? In the same kind of light novel style?
I don't really have any.
No.
What was it? There was, Steam recently released this one, I can't remember. I didn't buy it because it just didn't interest me. It's this visual novel that was made in Japan before English-speaking viewers, and was like a Tokyo exploration one. And
Oh.
but soon, I'm not sure how soon, they're actually going to release the original Higurashi on Steam, retranslate as well. So that definitely sounds interesting. But besides that, I'm not really sure. If you want me to take a quick glance at the Steam, let me see what games I can play here. I usually play on a Windows, but my Mac has the camera, so that's what I use to do this. The other thing you have to remember as well is I'm using screen share to do this, which means that it has very low frame rates. Now that's perfectly fine in a game like this, where it's like nothing's really happening on screen. But you know, if I threw up, I don't know, like Dota or something, you know, it would just be the most horrific thing to watch, you know.
Yeah, it would be unwatchable.
I'm just looking. That's it, I think. Yeah. So
that kind of sucks.
Well, I mean, she survived. Isn't that a great thing?
Well, I guess. I mean, you know, all the killing doilies that we got at the end were quite good.
Like, I suspected, like, I assumed that we'd be much longer at this because I thought we'd have to start over a couple of times. Like, but no, we won.
Kicked ass is what we did.
Yes, we did.
Good job.
Oh, this is awkward as hell. I wonder what the comments were saying. I feel kind of embarrassed, to be honest. Just the fact that this came completely out of the blue.
Well, I mean, like, on average, how long did it take you to complete it for your first or second try?
When you say for my first or second try, you mean the when I actually won it by myself?
Yeah.
Okay, so I say I probably. It took me a while to learn to actually do the saving. Like a lot of the time, I was just kind of redoing the whole thing over and over again. So I'd say about 9 times before I won my first one.
Oh.
But keep in mind, if we had to start the whole game over and over again each time we died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be Christmas, like, by the time we had finished this, in terms of weekends.
So actually, there's some comments up. Actually, Arctic Banana says, "Holy S, you beheaded him. Awesome." I actually wanted to choose the magic sword in the first place, only because it sounded cool, though. The Yazzie,
Yes.
long live the Queen, I guess. Good job on killing him. The Yazzie, Portuguese chicken, Nando's for anyone who doesn't know. And Arctic Banana says you can always go for an actual Japanese visual novel, translated, of course. When he says that, what does he mean by that? Like, pirated?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say pirated.
Maybe.
No, like, I don't want to pirate it. But, like, I'm just trying to figure out... I know Manga Gamer release a lot of visual novels, but I find their website very clunky, which is why I'm excited for them going on to Steam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know, like, some of them you can download, not pirate, like, some of them are just free, and that people mod it themselves so that it's translated.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm
I
not an
guess I could
expert
do
on
that.
stuff.
One moment. I'm just looking it up quick.
Nice soothing elevator music in the background.
Yes, very soothing. I'm just looking them up. Guys, just before we continue, I guess we basically aren't going to play Long Live the Queen anymore, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Unless we want to try different paths, which I guess we're not.
Well, I mean, I don't want to tarnish our victory.
Yes. So, who knows how else we die in if we try it again. Okay, I'm looking up now. Oh wait, there's this very famous one here, Katawa Shoujo.
Oh,
Do you know it?
I know of it. I haven't played it.
Is it like it's apparently like one of the best made ones apparently.
Yeah, it's like you try to romance a bunch of disabled girls. Really strange.
What?
Yeah, like burn victims, paraplegics, and others.
God,
What?
that sounds hilarious actually.
Yeah.
That's so brutal. Like, someone took the time, hours of their day, to make this.
Let me
Yeah,
just see.
it was a pretty hot game first quarter 2 years ago when it came out.
This.
I'm just looking it up here on the website. It says like it says download. This seems to be the official katawashoujo.com, but it says like torrent, and I'm just not keen on that word torrent because I associate with piracy. It's free, isn't it? Like it's like it's not piracy, is it? Like, do you have to buy it or is it a free one?
It's some kind of weird thing where it came out of places like 4chan and stuff. It was like the idea was created there, and they created it between the Japanese and English people. But
So it's from
I
a
think it is
very,
free.
very dark place.
I'm just trying to figure out, is it free?
I think.
I think it might be.
You think it might be, huh?
Might need to
Just looking it
look
up
a little
now.
bit more into it.
It has its own Wikipedia page.
Yeah,
It's a
so
shoujo-style visual novel that tells the story of a young man and 5 young women living with varying disabilities. God.
Okay, Arctic Banana says Katawa Shoujo is free. Not sure if you want to play this kind of VN. That timing. And the Yazzie says lots of boobs. So
Maybe not then.
yeah, I'm guessing it
Um,
won't be.
Just because I'm a bit unsure what to do, actually, I remember this very hilarious game. What was this? Yami Mash played it. You know Yami Mash?
No.
He's a Let's Player online. He's plays like mainly kind of like horror stuff, but he also does like some dating kind of simulators. And yeah, this one here, Your Swimsuit, I think, is the one it's called. Just trying to. I know for certain it's free. Let me just look it up.
I mean, it could be something definitely to set up for future weekends, as long as it's PG rated.
Yeah, but the thing is, this one's actually very fast, so we could actually get it done probably in less than 40 minutes. Might be a good way to end it off, you know?
Well, I mean, it was just because I was thinking, like, in the next, well, it's 9:30 now. In the next 10 minutes, I'll need to get this off. Unfortunately.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought that you were here for until 10.
No, it's 9:30. I've got text from people. Obviously, I don't want to say too much
okay.
on YouTube, but yeah, basically, I'll need to get off for
Oh,
9:30.
of course.
Get some stuff sorted.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. Okay, that sounds fine.
I realize how much it sounds I'm bullshitting
What I'm
right
gonna do,
but
Cow Mecha, do you have like less than a half hour?
sure.
I'll just download this quick and we can play it very quickly, just because I've seen it and it looks hilarious.
Oh, okay.
Basically, it's like the most nonsensical visual novel I've ever seen. We might show it at the beginning with the Jordan as well if I can get it all set up in time.
yeah.
Okay, so about 50 seconds left to download it.
All right.
I'm just going to check the comments again, just because. Sorry, guys, if this is a bit boring, but I'm actually quite shocked. I was not expecting this to be finished so quickly. Oh? Wait. What's that on the screen? guys see this? Pop over the live feed. Does it look
No.
normal to you?
Yeah.
Just for a moment, it looked like, some kind of, house. I don't know. Oh. Arctic Banana says you can save the sexual scenes in Katawa Shoujo if that's the only reason you don't want to play it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so apparently you don't need to have the sexual scenes, which is good. Oh, here's the music, sorry. I'll just exit out of it for a moment. Very disorganized, guys, I understand. Okay, I'm gonna finish up with Long Live the Queen. There we go. And if you don't mind, I'll just quickly pop up the other one. Your swimsuit jumped over its own weathercock, you liar. Is what this is called. So I remember seeing this on Yami Mesh's channel, and I thought it was completely and utterly hilarious. Simply because... Oh. One moment. I think the screen share might have gone off. It did, didn't it?
Yeah.
I thought it was utterly hilarious because of how nonsensical it is. Listen to this sentence structure.
I can tell by the title.
Man, quick pip, sir. Once more, said the man, I knew that the battery early in the most curious manner, more like a phantom me. Been riding down to hear the carols. Ah, well, observe, Mrs. Joe, since that time, which is far enough away now, I have often thought that people... Miko-chan. All, really? Okay, but if that's true, then nobody would ever drown and die. Well, the bodies of drowned people always float. Oh, aye. A great reputation with herself and the river, or breeding of beast upon the river, or breeding of beast upon the river on a memorable afternoon. Sort of spider's webs, hanging itself from twig to twig and blade to blade on every rail and gate, wet lay clammy, and the river just... It's because your brain, I think you're so wrong. A language teacher got real good grammar, and a PE teacher and live your toe. Don't be so freaking late for, what the hell? I guess I'm gonna get us a taxi. Let's see how's... I believe I religiously entertained that they had all been born on their backs with their red coats lighted up by the heels. Whom I taught, hands in me should yield to a guilty mind. The gates and dikes and bounds and gates with scattered cattle feeding on it and a reproach. Oh, she's a bit aroused now, apparently.
Well, fuck knows how, because I haven't a clue what's just been said.
Yes! Staring out of that, I began to think of what I might have done so then, but perhaps nobody's ever did. It was the sea that, rag-tagged around his head, a man who was eating it, but he found me each time, with my head under her arm as a restorative. One of your ears plugged up? Alright, sorry, let's all true isn't going away, so do you think it was real? There this. And now we have our first choice.
Yes, I don't know. What?
Their food, pretend all humans will die except for people in room with you. What would you do if this really happened? Would the group together? Or, to use your mind power to command them to do something, like drop their bag or knock into someone, the law of averages dictates that sooner or later.
Well, she makes two very sensible points here.
Yes!
Both of which I haven't got a fucking clue what she's talking about.
I'm gonna vote for mind power.
Yeah.
Okay, so, the second one.
Yeah.
Desperately considered that the wooden finger on the grass, it occurred to me through a speaking trumpet as I looked all around for the festivities of dead. For a jug in the corner looking guilty on, now perhaps you'll mention what's the matter, said my friend, stopping in his cheek and speaking a... Invited me, A cat? What's that supposed to mean? I don't really seem like the Japan Cup that way. You're awful tall. Eat my slice. I felt fearfully sensible of the river was just another horizontal line. not nearly so broad nor yet so black, and the at the mist had shrouded the other man, and could see no reason why she should have worn it at all, or why if she wear... She made it a baker's dozen, is she? Yes, Pip, said Joe, and what's worse, she's got tickler with her. At this dismal intelligence, in the case of a boy and at his liver, it has been weighing for a belief I religiously entertained as they seem to my conscience, me so obstinately with his bite still in his mind over it like a pill, he was about to take another bite and looked at in a room with air conditioning. If you read from Osaka, it's a nice person after all. Just one of them are pretty not.
Not? What?
Whoa! Hang in there, Chio-chan. We're rooting for you. Thank you. All right, here goes again. Chio-chan better. To life and come down and going back to hook himself up again, it gave me an odd idea that he wouldn't and held tight to the... Oh, so that's really incredible, Tomo. I don't think that's it. I was maybe a little ahead of yourself. The Poolberry. I just want to point out, and this actually became aware of, if either of you have seen or read Azumanga Daioh, the names are actually pulled from that.
It just seems to me like someone's got Bing Translator and stuck the whole Japanese game into there.
Into the chimney corner before being sent up to bed. Was stuck full of pins and needles. She made it go head over before.
Also, just to point out, like in...
Sorry,
in the background it is, please observe silence at all times. Which
we're not doing, alright? Particularly this sentence here. Me to choose from, love letter, lovey-dovey, dovey-dovey, love letter, la 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 la, love letter, la 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 la, love letter, la 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 la, love letter, love, la 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 la. And I'm just kind of standing there like, what? Osakan girl, oh, clues, Chio-chan, she might be a cinch, man, did I look out if I, in my leg, honestly. Entered when I thought so, and as no more than my equal, well said Joe solemnly, with his bite still in his mouth into the and a man started up from among the nettles and among the old alder trees and pollards, a mile or more from the loaf, in an apothecary of correspondent to its further investigation. She concluded by throwing me I often served as a boot, would be held in a moment, for I never I had just crossed a ditch, which I knew that at the side of the robbery, Mrs. Joe Gargery, who married the blacksmith, as I thought...
Why is she getting aroused?
We have more options. So, people, what option do you think we should pick now?
Why is she aroused?
I have no idea. Yes. What is it? Arctic Banana says, wait, what is this? And he has, like, the eyes. And the Yazzie is, like, powered by Google Translate. I'm going to tam up that one as well.
Anyone who laughs is disqualified. What?
So, which choice? Anyone who laughs is disqualified. Try varying the tone of your hum to put off your opponent.
The second one's brilliant.
Sorry?
The second one's just brilliant.
Yeah, pick up a dog so it can see things from your point of view too. Pull out a hair, stick someone's ear best on sleeping. Let's pick that one.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, shit.
And, maybe he was in grade school. Man, I don't you cure it by drinking water. Water, would it be okay if I hear? That Philip Pirrip, late of this fact that impelled me to the season, I was in mortal terror of the identity of things seems to true. Oh, wait, what? Well, is this still... Wait, this didn't happen in Yami Mash's video, just to say. Maybe we should stop at this point. What do you think?
Maybe. I mean, look at her face. She is raring to go.
Okay, we're gonna X out of this, okay? Sorry, guys, if you want to see more of Miko-chan, but this was not in Yami Mash's video. Okay.
You're just preventing them from seeing spoilers.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Pretty much. Play the game by yourself if you want. Ugh. Okay. So, I guess we'll call it quits at that. I guess that's the end of this event. For everyone who's watched long live the Queen. I want to thank you for showing up. Sorry for throwing you that. I mean, I find it hilarious, but I didn't expect it to get so sexual, considering Yami Mash's video. And yeah, I mean, I'm very happy that this event happened, and it seems to have been quite successful, and that we all enjoyed ourselves. That's the most important thing. So
yeah, I mean, here, I mean, every week we've had a steady amount of people watching and enjoying the videos. The same people. It's just unfortunate that obviously Count Mecha yourself, like you could only join it today, and obviously you haven't been able. You've been busy for the other times, but it would definitely be something to look forward to in the future, like live streams and stuff.
Oh, definitely, and I'm hoping that Archangel Manga, he mentioned to me that he wants to set up a live stream at some point, so that'd be fairly epic.
He should.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. So I guess we'll finish off there let's end off with promotional pieces. I'm Immortallium. I review anime and manga and do manga hauls and discussions and all that. And you can find me at Immortallium, which is my main channel, or this channel you're on right now, Immortallium's Events. Do you want to promote your own channels?
Yeah. Right, I'm Jordan. I do like anime and manga stuff when I'm not busy and when my Mac isn't corrupting shit and fucking me over. So you'll find you'll find my name in the comments below. So just check me out if you want.
Speaking of, actually, just before that, but speaking of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, do you hear that Viz are going to release the first arc now?
Yeah.
Isn't that epic?
So
I'll buy it.
awesome.
I'm going to be looking forward to it. I wonder will they release all 111 volumes, though?
If it sells well enough, I don't see why not.
Yeah. Well, the
so
anime,
anyway, go on, Jordan. Was that it?
Well, yeah, I was just saying that the anime is booming at the moment, the newest series. So I'm guessing sales are gonna rise as much as the popularity stays there.
Very good point. And Count Mecha, do you want to promote your own channel?
Sure. I haven't uploaded anything in like 3 months, but I really do want to do it some more because YouTube stuff's really fun, and I got a lot of things to talk about. You just click on my name in the comments or search for me, Count Mega. It's like the only things that pop up when you search for it.
It's interesting because actually I only found out recently Count Mecha's a character, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Galaxy Express 39. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. You're like, what was it? You're probably the most into like old anime and manga that I've seen, like from anyone on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I like that stuff. It's pretty cool. I got like 2 Arcadias from Harlock and stuff. All that stuff.
Yeah, and I'm hoping they release that new movie as well, the Space Captain Harlock one.
Yeah, I think Australia already has it, but I don't know.
Lucky
if it's gonna
us.
get anywhere. Yeah.
Okay, so Jordan, you need to go, don't you?
Yeah, I need to.
Okay, so we'll call it quits there. Thanks everyone for watching. Subscribe, comment, etc., etc. And I much appreciate all the attention and support that we've had since we began. Bye.
See ya.
See you later.